Hello everyone, once again welcome to my channel Software Testing World. I am Madhu. Today I am going to describe regarding unit testing. We are going to discuss regarding unit testing in this particular video. Here in this video we are going to discuss regarding what is unit testing, what are the unit testing techniques, what are the advantages of the unit testing and what are the disadvantages of the unit testing. After completion of the document preparation and its review, developers are basically starting coding, and after that when they are completing their coding, then they are testing their particular codes, and that process is known as unit testing. In unit testing, they are testing each programs written by them, and it is also a white box testing technique. Why it is known as the white box testing technique? Because in the black box, as I describe you in the black box testing techniques, kindly go through that video, you will understand what is black box testing. Then as it is known as white box testing because we can see clearly the code, and basically we are testing the code, so it is known as the white box testing. It is a software testing type. Here we are testing the individual units or components. Sometimes it is known as component testing. Our main motto and our main objective and the purpose is to validate each unit of the software code and to verify how is its performance. Here we are testing the functions written, the individual functions, the methods, and what are the objects we have written for this particular program. All these things we are testing. If you want to understand this unit testing topic thoroughly, kindly go through that SDLC, that is Software Development Lifecycle, Software Testing Lifecycle, that is SDLC, and the V model thoroughly. You will be getting those links in the description box. Kindly go through that. Then you will be understanding the unit test technique. As I said you, basically this testing is performed by the developers or the programmers. And it is very important or very necessary to do unit testing because it minimizes the defects or the error in the upcoming days. If after writing their components or unit, if programmers are testing those units, then here we are minimizing the errors or defects or bugs, whatever it is. And when we are getting the defects or the errors, suddenly the development team, they are fixing those issues in the unit testing phase only, and they are not sending it to the next level up. By doing unit testing, it helps to fix the bugs in the very early stages of the development cycle. Somewhat by this, the cost saving also going to happen. Then we are going to discuss what is unit testing techniques. While doing this unit testing, we are following some techniques also. These are the techniques, that is basic path coverage, control structure coverage, program technique coverage, and the mutation coverage. The term coverage is known as testing. Okay, this is the basic path coverage. What the developers they are going to do. I have given you an example. This is the if-else statement. Okay, in the if statement, we are first going through the condition. If condition is true, then we are following the if code. If condition is, then after if whatever is written we are following. If condition is false, then we are doing the else code, and it is going the condition over here. This is the basic path coverage. Here we are considering if condition is true, then if block will be executing. If condition is false, then else block will be continuing. We are following. The execution, basic path coverage is nothing but the execution of a program more than one time to cover all the blocks of the program. That in the unit testing of this basic path coverage technique, will execute all the programs, will not leave a single program of it. And what are the blocks also, what are the methods, what are the functions, as I said, we are going to cover everything. Here one term comes, that is cyclomatic complexity. Cyclomatic complexity is nothing but the number of paths. Okay, here the cyclomatic complexity is if block 1 and the else block 1. So here the cyclomatic complexity is 2. Here we are considering in the basic path coverage the cyclomatic complexity. Then comes the program technique coverage. what we are doing basically in the program technique coverage in the unit testing, a same program we are writing in the two ways. Here I have taken a swapping program, here I have written it is in the two ways. And here in this program technique coverage you used to get some idea that in which way we will execute the program, that it will be taking less time. Okay, see here I have written integer main. It is a C program I have written, and just for example I have written here it is you have taken a as an integer, that is 10, b as an integer as 20. Then in the printf we are printing that before swapping how a value, how much is the a value, how much is the b value. Then what we are doing, a is equal to a plus b. We are doing, this is the logic we have written, b is equal to a minus b and a is equal to a minus b. Then after swap, again after the logic we have printing after swap what will be the things. And the written 0. Okay, this program technique, in this logic we are having some calculations over there, so it will take little bit of more time as compared to the technique 2, because here in this we have written a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20 and c is another variable we have declared, and here c is equal to a is equal to b and b is equal to c, and then we are swapping without using any function. We are doing this swapping program here. Definitely it is going to less time, so it is also one of the program technique coverage in unit testing. Another is control structure coverage. Control structure is coverage is nothing but the running the program to check the correctness of a program output. We'll run a program again and again, that will be checking the correctness of the output. Okay. Then mutation coverage. This is the last one. Here in the mutation coverage you have to understand we have taken here 3 tests, test 1, test 2 and test 3. In the test 1 what we are going to do, we have written some codes, okay, and we are verifying those codes. Suppose it is passed, what we are going to do, in the passed code we have to write some other codes. We have to change the code and again we have to test that particular piece of code. If the particular second piece of code will be passed, then here in this case our testing is incomplete, because we have changed the code, how it is going to pass. And in the test 3 we will be changing the code and again we are doing testing. If the testing is failed, then in this case it's the complete testing. I think you will be understanding this mutation coverage, because in the first part we have checked the code and it passed or failed we consider over here, and the same code we are changing and again we are doing the same testing and it is passing, means it is the incomplete testing, as I said you. These are the techniques we are going to cover in this particular unit. And nowadays in the market there are many tools also available for unit testing, that is JUnit tool, NUnit tool, JMockit. There are many source unit testing tools, and that also developer are using doing their testing. I have not mentioned over here regarding these tools. In the upcoming videos we are going to cover all. For unit testing also, developer used to write their unit test cases which will be helpful for them while executing or while doing the testing. And as we are testing here the individual units or each unit of the particular software, each component, so it is also known as component testing. It is the first level of functional testing we are validating the code and the performance of the code in the unit. And as I said, unit testing is the first level of testing we are doing before doing integration or system testing. Basically, when we are starting a software testing, it goes under 4 levels of testing. One is unit testing, the second one is integration testing, then it goes through system testing, then through acceptance testing. And one of the advantage of unit testing is that, as I said you, as we are doing testing in a very early phase, that we are avoiding the defects of the bugs in the latter stage of the software development. And as here we are testing the components, so no need to wait for the full development of the software and then to proceed testing. So once the component is ready, we can test it and keep it ready for the integration. And also it provides the developer a very nice thing, that is they are allowing the developers to do their code refactoring many days after the development of the software. And by doing this code refactor, they are just ensuring that the component is still working without any defects. And the main disadvantage of the unit testing is that as you are testing a very small component or very small unit, so after integration how it will be behaving, that we are not sure about it. And evaluation of all the paths is not at all possible, so it is very difficult to get all the errors or defects in a program for the tester, as for the developer, sorry. And here all the bugs are not uncovered because we are testing a component. Thank you for watching my video, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe it, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. If you are clicking on the bell icon, whenever I'll be uploading a new video, you are going to get the notification for it. Thank you once again. Bye.